Suicide Squad!
Hey you guys, and welcome to another episode of Jet Adventures.
Jet Adventures.
This time, we're going to be reviewing the Suicide Squad movie. Now,
Review, not discussion. We're trying something new. Gonna split it up. That way we don't give away spoilers right away. We can give y'all, a fair game of, let me see what they say, but I don't want to know any spoilers. We're coming out with another video with the spoilers and our thoughts.
real deep discussion type stuff. In fact, we're going to now be splitting up our videos into smaller reviews and longer discussions. It's twice the fun. So, Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
With some kind of...
Suicide Squad. You see that in the trailer. This is stuff. Initially, I saw all the bad reviews before we went to go see it. I didn't let it taint me. I just, went in saying, it's a movie. I'm gonna go in open-minded.
Taint.
It's gross.
So you're going up and open-minded.
I'm going in open-minded.
Open-tainted.
Open-tainted. It was a good movie. Personally, I'd see it again. It wasn't all the bad reviews. I didn't think do it. It's not a bad movie. The casting was fine for the time that they had for the movie. It's a 2-hour movie, by the way. They did good. They did good for the time that they were given.
I'm a little on the other side. I felt like there were some really good parts to this movie, and I think they did a really good job at handling the group aspect. But I felt like, in terms of plot, there are really good reasons as to why some people were really mad at this movie. Now, does that warrant the type of reaction we're getting from some people? Probably not. I felt like maybe as soon as one little thing is bad, it must all be bad for some people. But for me, there were some really enjoyable parts. Margot Robbie was great as Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Another thing we brought up is we didn't get enough of the Joker. We got the Joker. We got scenes with him, which was great. But to critique, I don't think we got enough. The whole movie had this comic book feel to it, in my opinion.
Very much so.
And with that meaning, like, okay, here are the people. This is the situation. Shit went down.
Go.
This is the situation. Do it.
Almost like one of their one-shots or a very small series.
If you've ever read a one-shot comic or a 4-part miniseries or even a 5-part or 7-part, it had that feel to it. You got the intros. This is the situation. This is what's going on. This person is responsible for this. Here's the... Do it.
And in the beginning, I thought it was going to be extremely stylized because they started putting
profiles,
mm-hmm. rock music to the people when they're doing
soundtrack.
Talking about the characters.
What they played was good
for him, but for me, I felt like it was going to go on too long, and then it didn't, and so I was surprised by that. And so looking back on it, it fit. Mm-hmm. So for me, like I said, good parts and bad parts. I felt like some characters were really fleshed out. The ones that you might want have focused on. So like. We know that Deadshot, Will Smith, really fleshed out. Harley Quinn, really fleshed out. Jared Leto, really fleshed out. Viola Davis, who plays Amanda Waller, awesome. She did good. So badass.
She's that mysterious character that you don't know how to feel about her. And if you watch the movie, you'll get that exact same
And if you've seen the Justice League cartoon, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, she's in it. She makes appearances and she's very, very intimidating. Amanda the Wall Waller. Initially, she was a heavyset black woman, but Viola Davis, a beautiful woman. I mean, I don't mind it. She's still just as scary, you know, when she talks and she's got that
Yeah.
real stern look. Like,
And in the preview, you know, you see Harley Quinn, are you the devil? Which I thought was funny.
mhm.
And in the previews and everything that's released, you know, you have the characters that are there. You have Deadshot, you have Slipknot, you have Killer Croc, you have Enchantress, you have the Joker, Harley Quinn. You know, those Suicide Squad people that were already pre-released. So that's no giveaway there.
Mhm.
It was a good cast. It was. I have some points to make, but again, that's in the discussion.
Mhm.
Overall, good movie. I'd see it again.
See it again?
I'd see it again. They had good music. They had that feel. They had Sympathy for the Devil in there. They started off with some House of the Rising Sun. It was good. It gave the movie a nice tone. The music. It wasn't overpowering either, which, you know, Edward assumed in the beginning, and then, you know, as the movie played out, it's like, okay, it's not too overbearing.
And there were sometimes even closer to the end where they put music back in and it hit you a lot harder than like it really felt like, oh, this is it really emphasized just how badass the moment was, and I really like got myself into it. And so like there were a lot of scenes like that, and then there were a lot of other scenes where it's like, oh, what are you trying to do? Or really like I become less interested because it's a little more mindless than I had hoped it would be. In terms of the villain's perspective and the villain's plot point. Cara Delevingne, who plays Dr. June Moon, who is also the Enchantress, very good intro to her character.
Yes.
I feel like maybe she was slightly mishandled towards the end, but we can get deep into that and into discussion.
For the most part, the intros on the characters were okay.
Yes.
It wasn't something that you could complain too much about. Like I said, for the time given, that 2-hour movie, they did okay with their time.
How many characters did they have? Like 8 people with their background stories.
Not to mention El
introduce?
Diablo, and you know,
El Diablo was a standout.
El Diablo was a very standout character. And at first, you don't. It seems like he's not going to be, and then he just ends up taking off.
And he might even like I was worried that he might have even been like this stereotypical gangbanger Hispanic guy, and really when you dig deeper into his story and even down to the way he talks, because I know like when they cast a Hispanic actor, sometimes they want them to have Hispanic affectations. Like sometimes he'll end some sentences with like, that's not how we do it, Way or Holmes. And you know, it was very light because that was basically his character. You know, some gangsters do talk like that.
It shows his background, and it even furthers. Okay, this is how he would talk. They did a good job. My two favorite characters, or 2 characters that you liked in the movie.
That's tough, you know, because I'm torn between. I really liked Harley Quinn. I really liked Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, and I also actually wound up liking Deadshot.
Deadshot?
I feel like there was a lot of moments you could tell they really focused in on those. They didn't focus as much on some of the other characters like Killer Croc, Captain Boomerang, or Katana.
I'd have to say mine were Harley Quinn. I liked the job that she did. She did an amazing job. In my opinion, it wasn't too much, and that was my concern going in. If it was going to be too much on the character. Yeah. So Harley Quinn would be mine, and El Diablo. He stood out to me.
El Diablo.
Yeah.
That's totally justified. He was really good.
Yeah. There is a after credit scene, so if you go see the movie, stay there.
Stay there.
If you haven't heard already, and there is cameos. There is, and there's one that even we freaked out on. So just pay attention to that. You'll see it.
And we're definitely gonna get into what the cameos were,
what we felt like, and even deeper into the characters, what our problems were with them, what could have been done differently in our opinion. But we just wanted to give you a short review.
And actually, one last thought was the Joker. I liked him. I felt like he had a really good intensity, but at other times I felt like I really didn't. I didn't like his laugh in the trailer, and I still don't like his laugh. And I feel like I wanted him to get more into it, but like you said, they didn't give him enough time.
We didn't get enough of him. The laugh can be overlooked, in my opinion. He just needs to perform.
The good part is, Jared Leto's an amazing actor. I believe he won an Academy Award for Dallas Buyers Club. Or at the very least he was nominated. I can't remember these things, whether or not they got it or not. Either way, he was nominated, and
Just to be nominated is an honor.
oh yeah, I mean, imagine no seriously.
No, I know, but that's something they always say. That's why
It is. And so I feel like when I left and I was thinking about his character, I was like, you know what? It wasn't a bad character. You know why? Because I wanted more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true.
It's someone with a lot of potential. It could go either way. It can go really bad. It can go really, really good. But it's on this wire right now, and I'm not sure where it's gonna go.
But we want more.
Exactly.
We want more. We didn't get enough, and we want more. We can't wait for more. I can't wait for more because I want to have that opinion to say, you know, hey, we didn't get enough, but it was worth the wait. And that's what I'm hoping. You know, he has the potential. He has the potential to perform.
So, out of 10, what would your score be?
Maybe because I'm hanging around you too much. I'm a little more harsh on things.
Cynical?
I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7.
Oh. Actually, I was going to give it a 7. I'll give it like a 7.4 because I feel like it's head and shoulders above the Killing Joke, and we gave Killing Joke like a 6.5.
Okay.
And I'll give it a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna give it. A solid 7 for me. It was enjoyable. Like I said, I'd see it again. 7 isn't bad.
No.
7 isn't bad at all.
7 to 70.
With that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Again, quick review. We're gonna have a longer video discussion. We're gonna go into
All
key
the gory
points.
details.
Yeah, we're gonna go into it.
Till
next time, guys.
Jet Adventure.
Jet Adventure.
Have you ever been close to tragedy or been close to folks who have? Have you ever felt